Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Avengers, issue number 5. Things get a little crazy here. So Captain America is still prisoner to Loki. That doesn't last for too long. But while he is that prisoner, he's getting the rundown of what's going on with the original Celestial that was here. The first Celestial who ever touched down on Earth. This is a crazy story, and it's an interesting new history of the Marvel Universe, of the Earth 616, planet Earth. Why does the Earth have so many mutants and superpowered beings and all these crazy things going on? This issue, like Jason Aaron tells you in no uncertain terms exactly why the Earth has all these super beings in it. Tells you about what's called the Horde, these insects that are trying to eat these Celestials. It's crazy, man. Ghost Rider in this goes a step above and beyond what mortal Ken was ever meant to do. Oh, man. Like, this comic book just, it's, when I say it supersizes things, you're going to get to the last page and say, oh, Professor Bill wasn't joking about that. No, I am not, kind people. No, I am not. Everybody is just superpowered in this, and it's crazy. Thor and Hulk get back, and they're having their little thing. I kind of wish they would just call her She-Hulk again, because it's just weird calling her Hulk, especially when, you know, these two are having a little love affair. But anyway, they recount to each other that apparently they were in fact kissing. There was, you know, there's no doubt that was happening. And then they enjoy a nice meal together of Ymir's egg or teardrop, whatever it is. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, so these two, oh, something happens there. Ghost Rider is having his own thing. You know what? Let me get back to Ghost Rider in a second. Doctor Strange and Black Panther, they've got their own thing that they're kind of trying to do. But Black Panther and Carol Danvers, they've also got their own plan. They're going to try and go after the bugs themselves. So that only leaves Captain America and Ghost Rider. Captain America remains Captain America because that's what he does. That's who he is. I'm going to get more on Captain America in a moment because he was the only character I didn't really like in this. But what they did with Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, dude, Jason Aaron was not joking around. He's like, you know what? There's going to be some people who don't really like Ghost Rider. I'm going to change that around today. So Ghost Rider has his doubts. As powerful as he is and as awesome as he was doing the things that he was doing, he still has his massive amounts of doubts. I usually just deal with drug dealers and the occasional demon from now and then. So he's having his doubts and he's thinking about leaving. And Captain America, being Captain America, he sees what he's doing. And while he's rescuing some child, excuse me, some random collateral damage child. Ooh, and the kitten. I didn't notice the kitten before. The art in this is gorgeous, man. Oh my God. But he's like, listen, I know what you're thinking. And you were able to do some amazing things. And it's funny because Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, is acting on instinct more than anything else. He's doing things that he's not even realizing he's doing. He lights up a tractor, you know what I'm saying, and has it go full Ghost Rider. And he's trying to get this tractor out of the way. And by doing that, he didn't realize that he'd given it Hellfire abilities for a couple moments while he was touching it. And Captain America's like, did you not notice you just did that? And he's like, I did? Oh. Huh. Oh, cool. Like, it's cool because he's acting on instinct. He's just, and mind you, there's more than one entity inside of his brain, you know what I'm saying? We already, shoot, a lot of people don't know this. I don't know what Jason Aaron's going to do with this, but a lot of people asked me about this. In the second series of Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider, not the only all different, the second one, the one that came out after that, the one that was cut unceremoniously shorter than the first series, also by the original creators, they had stated that they were planning on making it show that Uncle Eli was not actually the entity that was inside of the car. It was not actually Uncle Eli. It was something else that had Eli's soul and memories. So The idea that Ghost Rider is an actual true spirit of vengeance never got to be portrayed in those comic books. Hopefully Jason Aaron picks up that slack and says, listen, these guys never got to tell the story, allow me. Because Ghost Rider really is one of the superstars here. It's crazy. I know that Tony Stark's God Killer 2 armor shows up, and man, if you thought the Fin Fang Foom Killer in Tony Stark Iron Man #1 was crazy, wait till you get a load of this. But I'm hoping that Jason Aaron continues that story that the creators of this version of Ghost Rider were originally trying to tell, that he is in fact a spirit of vengeance. We've already seen him use the pen and stare, and that was supposed to be the first clue that Uncle Eli is not, because all of us were like, how could Eli have gotten enough power to have taken over Robbie and given him, almost spirit of vengeance-like qualities? How's that possible? Well, the answer is it wasn't actually Uncle Eli. When you sell your soul to the devil, you don't actually get to keep your soul. It defies logic. So, dude, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, and I'm not gonna show you the final image. I'm gonna show you this first image. Robbie Reyes sees a dead Sentinel off to the side, and he decides to light that sucker up from the inside and start controlling a dead Celestial with Hellfire. If you do not get this comic book just based on that alone, there is nothing that's going to sell you on how incredible this comic book is. I gotta say something bad. As I'm sitting here telling you who actually is responsible for writing this comic book, all right? You got, down there. Juan Velasco and Mark Morales, with Mark Morales and Carl Story are the inkers. Color artist David Curiel. VC's Corey Petit did the lettering. The color artist is David Curiel, sorry. And, yeah. Where the heck is everybody else? Oh, here we go. Paco Medina and Ed McGuinness did the art, and I already explained multiple times the Jason Aaron. And I love that Stanley and Steve Ditko, they're actually mentioning in here that these guys are actually responsible for creating the Avengers, for bringing them all together. They actually did, for the most part, create the original Avengers too, so there's that. Anyhow, so this comic book, dude, they have Captain America in here, and in the beginning, Captain America takes like 2 pop shots at Loki while Cap is still chained up, all right? And, I get it. Aaron is trying to show that, Cap is going to resist no matter what. Here's the thing. Cap is more than just, I'm going to resist for the sake of resisting. He's going to give a good reason for it. He's going to... Listen, when I was in the martial arts, one of my senseis used to hit me with a stick of bamboo. Not one of those, not a boken, whatever those things are called, those bamboo swords. He didn't use one of those. He just used a little shiv, a little slice of bamboo, and he'd smack you hard on the ribs or on the back or on the shoulder, on the legs sometimes, on the thigh, to, hey, you're doing that wrong. So I remember I was practicing my reverse punch, and when I'd gotten a lot better in the martial arts, he just comes up to me and he smacks me. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Sensei, I've got perfect form. What the frick? You know what I'm saying? You've complimented me on my form. And I stopped and I looked, waiting for instruction. He says, you get into a fight. You planning on one-shotting somebody? And I realized immediately what he was talking about. You don't get into the ring or you don't get into a fight with the intent of one-shotting somebody. You get in there with the intent of having a backup plan. You don't go in there planning on just punch somebody once and they go down. You have a combination. That's what the martial arts is. That's what Captain America is. Captain America would never, ever, ever do one single attack and just sit there and go, okay, that's all I had in my arsenal. I'm like the greatest tactician ever. No, Captain America wouldn't do that. I need that fixed, Mr. Aaron. I need that fixed. Captain America does not just one punch anybody. He goes in there with a plan. He would have all sorts, and if it's not just fighting, it could be something more than fighting. He'd be doing mental acrobatics against the guy. You know what I'm saying? I need Cap written a whole hell of a lot better for me to truly immerse myself in this world that you are creating. I love the way that you're taking care of every other character in this book, but my favorite character, for many reasons, one of the reasons why I joined the military was because of Captain America. I'm going to need him written better. I'm going to need some research done. Call me. I'll give you some pointers. I'm joking around. I'm not that facetious. But what I am saying is, please, from my heart, make Captain America smarter than that. He's not in there to one-shot anybody, you know what I'm saying, and expect that they're going to go up against the ropes. that's not Captain America. He's much more tactical, much more strategic, much more intelligent than that. Guys, aside from that, seriously, this is an amazing series, and you can't not love the crazy, oh my God, this comic book is crazy, levels that this comic is bringing you. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.